Hey, what's going on, guys? Victus here, back again with another quick deal alert video. Now, it's almost the end of the year, and this is probably the last sale that's going to be conducted by Flipkart and Amazon. So, as usual, I'm here with some of the deals. Now, the deals that I'm going to show is nothing new. I have covered them previously in my other videos. Probably I've made dedicated videos for some of these laptops. But yeah, it's the last sale. So, if you've been waiting to purchase a laptop, think for the lowest possible deal, lowest possible prices. So yeah, let's get through them. And so without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, I don't want to cover GTX 690 laptops here because if you just have low budget under 50,000 rupees, that's all you're gonna get. So that's up to you. I'm not gonna cover GTX 690 laptops right now because the prices of 3050 laptops are so down now that it doesn't make sense to go for GTX new laptops. And if your budget is really low, under 50,000 rupees, then I would just recommend you to get the MSI Bravo 15 with the RX 5500M. I have covered it in details in my channel. I've covered the gaming performance, thermal performance, comparison with Acer Victus, so you can go through those videos and you can get an idea of how much better the RX 5500M is over the GTX 650. So yeah, if you are looking to purchase a GTX new laptop, I will just recommend you to go for the MSI Bravo 15. It is also under 50,000 rupees. Alright, let's stop bashing the GTX 650 and let's move forward with the deals. So I'm going to cover the RTX 3050 and the RTX 3060 laptop deals. So let's start with the RTX 3050 laptops. So there are two laptops right now which are offering amazing value for money for the RTX 3050, and the two laptops are the MSI GF63 and the HP Pavilion Gaming 15. Now I have covered these both laptops in details in dedicated videos, you can go and check them out. But the MSI is the cheapest one, 57,000 rupees, and again you can apply card discounts and all that. Now this does have the i5 11400H, which is a much more improved processor over the 10500H. So yeah, it's more power efficient. It is also much faster. So if you wish, you can go for this laptop. Be aware that the RTX 3050 in this laptop is 40-45 watts. So I think it's at max, it max goes up to 45 or 50 watts, something like that. Okay. Yeah, the performance is definitely better, and you get all the benefits of RTX series. You get productivity features like optics rendering engine. You get the new RTX encoders. You get access to the NVIDIA broadcast suite of streaming applications, and obviously DLSS is there, and overall the rasterization performance is also better than an RX 5500M. So overall it is a good laptop deal. It is cheap and it is also quite thin and light at 1.86 kgs. So if you wish, you can go for this laptop, but I would just recommend you to go for the HP Pavilion. You just need to add some more money and get a much better overall configuration. So this is the HP Pavilion Gaming 15. Again, I've covered this in details in my channel. So it has the 5600H CPU, which is just as fast as the Intel Core i5 11400H, but it is much more efficient. The 5600H is much more efficient than the 11400H, and as a result, you'll also get better battery life. And this HP Pavilion does have a bigger battery, so it has a 57.5 watt hour battery versus the MSI, which has like I think a 52.5 watt hour battery. So obviously, with the more efficient processor and also bigger battery, the HP Pavilion will give you much better battery life. Also, it is easier to cool the 5600H over the 11400H, and also the biggest difference, the HP Pavilion has a base 60 watt RTX 3050 plus 15 watt dynamic boost. So if you're playing GPU bound games like the many games which are GPU bound these days, so you're gonna get up to 75 watts with the RTX 3050, which is quite a big upgrade over the MSI GF63. You're gonna get like about 15% or so, like up to 15%, in some games less, some games more, like about 10-15% performance more you're gonna get with the HP Pavilion. So I think it just makes sense to go with the HP Pavilion, but yeah, it depends upon your budget. Both are good deals, and these are the two 3050 laptops that I'm going to recommend wholeheartedly because they provide you with a lot of value for money. Next, let's move directly into RTX 3060 laptops. Right. So in the RTX 3060 laptops, the first level, I'm going to recommend three laptops. So it's the Lenovo Ideapad Gaming 3, the Asus TUF A15, which I have covered multiple times on my channel, and the Asus TUF A15 2022 variant, right? So among the three, the Lenovo Ideapad seems to be the best in terms of, let's say, overall laptop configuration. That's simply because this IdeaPad has the best screen among these three RTX 3060 laptops under 1 lakh rupees. So the IdeaPad here has the full 100% sRGB, 300 nits, 165 Hz display. So at 90,000 rupees, I kind of expect a good display no matter how good the configuration is, and the IdeaPad does provide it. And one correction that I'm gonna make compared to my previous video is that this IdeaPad does have a 60 watt hour battery. So it doesn't have the very small 45 watt hour battery. It does have the 60 watt hour battery, which means with the 5800H, you should expect pretty good battery life. Let's say 6.5 hours or more. So yeah, this IdeaPad is a pretty well known configuration. Good display, 95 watt RTX 3060 as usual. Yeah, good display RTX 3060 and at less than 90,000 rupees. So it does make sense if you're looking for the best value for money RTX 3060 laptop with again good CPU, good display, right? Then the IdeaPad Gaming 3 is the laptop to go for. And then you moving on, you have the Asus TUF A15. I have covered this multiple times on my channel, and you know it's the same laptop just like it is there in the Flipkart version, and it also has a 95 watt RTX 3060. The main benefit of this Asus TUF A15 is the fact that it has a 90 watt hour battery. So if you're able to optimize Windows and Windows doesn't messes up your system, then you're gonna expect amazing battery life with this Asus TUF A15. With a 5800H and 90 watt hour battery, you should expect like 9+ hours of battery life doing casual tasks, YouTube browsing and all those things. So you have to decide whether you want the Asus TUF A15 or the IdeaPad. Both are almost exactly the same price, but I would say I would recommend the IdeaPad simply because the 60 watt hour battery will be enough for a decent battery life, but the Lenovo Ideapad has a much better display. It has a 100% sRGB 300 nits display, whereas the TUF A15 has the the usual 45% NTSC 140 Hz display. So in my opinion, the IdeaPad just makes sense in this comparison. Now, if you want the best performance, then you have to go for the 2022 Asus TUF A15. This thing has the Ryzen 7 6800H. Now, in terms of the raw CPU performance, it is just like 10% faster than the 5800H. Obviously, the main upgrade with the 6800H is the integrated RDNA 2 iGPU, but you're not going to use the iGPU because you already have an RTX 3060 laptop. Now, in terms of performance, this RTX 3060 goes up to 140 watts. And in games, when both the CPU and the GPU is loaded, this RTX 3060 again goes up to 115, 120 watts. So this thing is a fully powered RTX 3060. Not only that, but this Asus TUF A15 also has a mux switch. So if you're playing esports games, you can take full advantage of like how much ever FPS you want, 300 FPS or so. So yeah, this thing does have the advantage of the fully powered RTX 3060. It also has the full 90 watt hour battery, and the 6800H is also super efficient. You're gonna expect great battery life with this Asus TUF A15. But again, the main con of this laptop is the fact that it has a very poor, I won't say poor, but I would say just very ordinary 45% NTSC 144 Hz display. Like again, at 90,000, 95,000 rupees, you expect a good display, a proper sRGB display, but it doesn't have that. So you again have to decide between performance and display quality. So it depends upon you what you value more. So you have the three options, the IdeaPad and the two Asus TUF 2021 and 2022 version. If you compare the 2021 and the 2022 version, I would say just go for the 2022 version. If you don't want to buy the IdeaPad, then I would say go for the 2022 version Asus TUF A15. I mean, you're getting the mux switch, the slightly faster processor, and a much faster GPU, 140 watt RTX 3060 at just 5,000 rupees extra. So it just makes sense. If you are not going to buy the Lenovo Ideapad and you want to buy an RTX 3060 laptop under 1 lakh rupees, then just go for the Asus TUF A15, the 2022 version. Yeah. And finally, you have the Lenovo Legion 5. This thing has gone through a price drop. It used to sell for, I think, 1,23,000-25,000 rupees most of the time, but right now it is cheaper. Now, I'm not sure whether I should recommend this laptop or not, but it is the best RTX 3060 laptop from last generation. It has the 1500H. It has a great Quad HD display, superb display, fully powered RTX 3060, 130 watts. And again, in games when both CPU and GPU is loaded, it takes up to 115 to 120 watts. So it is a fully powered, it is one of the best performance RTX 3060 laptops from last year. So is it worth 1,17,000 or 1,16,000 rupees if you don't purchase a bag with it? It depends upon you. Again, great build quality, great port selection, great performance, great thermals. It is a very ideal RTX 3060 laptop from last year, but it is just a bit too expensive in my opinion. Especially since the latest generation processors and GPUs are just around the corner. You're gonna get announcement, I think, from CES 2022. You're gonna see new Ryzen 7000 processors Zen 4, which is a massive upgrade over these Zen 3 processors. You're gonna get RTX 40 series GPUs next year. So I don't know if it makes sense to purchase a very premium RTX 3060 laptop now, which is over 1 lakh rupees. Those were my recommendations, any more recommendations because these were it. I don't see any more deal as better deals in my opinion. Either they are too expensive for what they are, or they are too low price for what they are. The sweet spot deals, these were it. So yeah, that's all for this video, guys. I'm going for a vacation starting from 17th, that is tomorrow, and I won't be here at home for 15 days. So yeah, I'm not sure if I will be able to upload a video because I'll be outside North India. And stick around on this channel, guys. So stay subscribed. A lot more content will be coming out next year. And yeah, like, share, and subscribe. And that's it. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.